Hello and welcome to the first episode of It's So Fluffy, the series where we look at the lore of the Space Wolves chapter. As usual, my name is Bishop, and today we'll be talking about Lukas the Trickster. Lukas the Trickster, also known as Lukas the Strife Son, is a raucous figure who defies the authority of his superiors just as willingly as he defies the enemies of the chapter. The glories sought by other warriors of the chapter matter little to Lukas, who cares neither for advancement to the Wolf Guard nor for the approval of his peers. His greatest desire is the freedom to work his unparalleled mischief upon whoever he fancies, preferably killing as many of the chapter's foes as he can in the process. Lukas is anarchic and brave in equal measure. It is unsurprising that his many detractors have dubbed him the Trickster, the Strife Son, the Laughing One, and the Jackal Wolf. Lukas has become synonymous with the irreverence of rebelliousness of youth. Held in universal scorn by the Wolf Lords, Lukas has never left the rank of Bloodclaws, despite his possession of abilities far exceeding many a Wolf Guard. Lukas has been passed between different great companies countless times, no Wolf Lord wanting to be responsible for such a liability. But he is undeniably one of his chapter's most resourceful and cunning individuals, and so is always welcome amongst the rank of the Bloodclaws of his adoptive company. The Bloodclaws salute his antics, both before and after his initiation amongst the Space Wolves, whilst the leadership of the chapter recognize him as a free spirit, the very embodiment of the chapter's independent and anti-authoritarian nature. He once roused the volcanic wrath of Bjorn Stormwolf by soiling the Wolf Lord's Terminator armor with a swarm of microscopic blood lice. Bristling with indignation and no small amount of uncontrollable itching, the Wolf Lord battled the sniggering Jackal Wolf unconscious. Fortunately for the Bloodclaw, Ragnar Blackmane interceded before the Wolf Lord could land a finishing blow, claiming the Mischief Warrior for his own great company and saving Lukas's life. So effective is he in battle that Lukas has only been bested once. After an aborted assault on a Dark Eldar flagship, he was set adrift in space, his second heart taken as a souvenir by those insidious Xenos. Surviving the ordeal only as a space marine could, Lukas had a stasis grenade wired in place of his secondary heart, so that when his primary heart finally stopped beating, he and the one who bested him will be frozen in time as an eternal monument to his own glory, and giving him the last laugh. Before his induction into the Space Wolves, Lukas was a near legendary figure amongst Fenris's womenfolk, famous for sharing a dozen beds in a single night. Following his induction, he has gained something of a cult following amongst the Bloodclaws after accidentally locking an inquisitional genotax delegation in a Grok's breeding pen while the creatures were in season, and risking death when he spiked the Wolf Lord Hrothgar's ale with the concentrated venom of a bloat toad. Lukas is the only man known to have hunted down and slain a chameleonic doppelganger native to the world of Fenris. He proudly wears the chameleonic's pelt as a prize and benefits from the conflicting shimmering images it produces, making it virtually impossible for a foe to land a telling blow. While most of the Space Wolves companies were fighting across the Imperium, Lukas was left on the Fang with the rest of the chapter's youngsters. A feast of Lukas and the others was interrupted when the forces of Chaos had made Vox contact with the Fang and were threatening to bombard the fortress monastery from orbit. Lukas received the message, answering the call of the Servant of Chaos through the Vox transmission. The voice on the other side introduced himself as a Chaos Lord, Mofrank, of the Word Bearers. The prideful and zealous figure vowed to destroy the Fang from orbit. Lukas called on the Chaos Lord's cowardice and challenged him to a duel with their honor guard on open ground on Fenris. The challenge was accepted and Lukas transferred the data of the meeting areas. As soon as the transmission was over, Lukas left the Voxcaster and proceeded with drinking. The Space Wolves around Lukas were confused and sought the guidance of the Jackal Wolf following the arrangements for the duel. Lukas explained that the Corsair-grade data corruptor that was sent to Morfric's ship bore false topography of Fenris, along with coordinates for the very middle of the Sea of Lost Souls. Lukas continued with the explanation that the ice of the sea is very thin, and while during the summer the ice was even thinner. Little did the Chaos Lord know that he and his great host were sent by Lukas to meet their frozen demise. Perhaps Lucas's finest moment was when he and his Bloodclaw pack were banished by the Wolf Lord Dvorak to the Elixir system, which was coming under attack from War Megamech. The Orc War Boss Megamech was a mechanical genius as well as the War Boss, and the Orc Horde was equipped with a huge fleet of Stompers, Dreadnoughts, and Gargants of all shapes and sizes. Instead of attacking the Orcs head-on, Lucas studied all available data on the planet and discovered an ancient climatrope at the world's Arctic pole. Lucas and his Bloodclaws performed a jump pack assault into the climatrope and then altered the programming to lower the planet's temperature to freezing levels. A few weeks later, when Lord Dvorak and his great company arrived in the Elixir system to combat the threat, they found the Orcs crippled, the fleet of war machines severely damaged by the freezing temperatures in which space wolves are quite comfortable making war. And that's it for Lukas the Trickster. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about him, and who would you like to hear me cover next. Please rate and share. Once again, I am Bishop, and for us and the All-Father.